Welcome back to the back nine of the Leprechaun Hollow's CircleONE skins match. And of course, this is our second edition. If you haven't watched last year's coverage, go watch it. It's good, just like this year. Special thanks to CircleONE, of course, putting up their name and sponsoring this event. Jarvie Media for the coverage, and Leprechaun Hollow's Disc Golf Club for everything they do to the course and for hosting the event. So check in on the leaderboard here from the front nine. If you haven't watched it, go do that first.
Oh yeah.
But we got Clint Calvin, 25 bucks. Andrew Marwede, 100. Trevor at 150, and Reid yet to win any cash, but he's got 9 more holes to do it and plenty of hole bonuses to do it on. My name's Jacob Arvidsson, joined here by Brian Papa Wolf Frawley. Happy to have you, Brian.
It's an honor. I love this. I think it's super exciting to do.
So if you haven't watched the front nine, like we said, please go watch that. Exciting stuff, some really fun shots. What did you see on the front nine that's going to carry over here?
Trevor Harbolt had to throw 3 forehands, very unique, or 2.5 with the roller. Reid got to throw a grenade. Marwede made some great putts, and Clint got the first $25 out of the gate. So I think it's pretty exciting.
So those of you that have not watched skins before, we're giving away $50 a hole in this particular match. If there's a tie, that money rolls over to the next hole until somebody wins outright. There's a rotating tee pad and hole bonuses, which we've seen plenty of on the front nine, and we're excited to see more.
It just adds a little salt and pepper to the steak. I love it.
Exactly. They're playing for something.
Yeah.
So we'll jump into hole 10 here on the back nine, 300 feet. Slightly downhill, par 3, sponsored by our friends at Grip 6. And there is a $25 CTP brought to you by Jarvie Media on this hole. So basically you want to hang it out left, let gravity do its thing as it comes down the hill, and finish right. So we'll probably see a lot of forehands and a lefty back in from Reid would be my assumption.
For sure. If there was a hole I had to play the pros on here for 50 bucks, this would be the hole.
Wow, dude.
This is a beautiful hole. It's got a great fairway with the road, great forehand. Really like the way the shot shapes up.
So Clint catches the pavement there and he kind of takes off. He's a little bit deep.
Yeah, he got some zoom.
No Trevor Harbolt forehand, but he throws a great turnover. And he's
that settles in nicely.
25 to 30 feet pin high. Beautiful shot.
Reid's still throwing the Raptor. If in case you didn't tune in into the front nine, he throws this a lot. Very exciting.
As expected. Lefty back. That's a little early.
Just a bit inside.
He's not going to be real happy with that result there, Brian.
Let's see, Mr. Marwede. Control forehand. Oh, hits that ramp. Oh,
off the basket. That he played it perfect.
Yeah.
The skip shot off the driveway got the flare to the pin, and he was inches from glory.
Yeah. Thanks for Fisher for this replay. Oh, man. I think he's gonna make the putt though.
I like his chances of
really
chewing
like his
this
chances.
hole.
Yeah.
We'll see if anyone can push it.
Yeah. I wonder what Andrew's percentage is from 5 feet.
You'd have to think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
If his percentage on most tour events is 100% inside the entire 33-foot circle,
Right.
I'd like to think his 5-foot percentage is right there with
Yeah.
it.
Clint with a run. You have to do it from back there with Andrew's tapping in. Well, Trevor's got a little window here. Seeing if he can create a little push.
Andrew might be feeling a little excited here. He might be able to taste the skins. We've got the rollover from hole 9.
Oh.
You said we were going to split the money, right?
A little tap in here from Mr. Marwede to get himself the lead, if you will.
Yes.
That's the cash in the skins
The
game.
most cash, and he's got the skins rolling over from the front 9. So he's going to jump well in the lead here.
And he's got the $25 bonus.
That was a well-paying hole for Mr. Marwede.
Yeah.
$275 to be exact.
That brings him up to $375, which is not a bad Monday afternoon. Hole 11 is sponsored by ERG Energy Bars. It is a 226 double Mando. You've got to go between the trees and then above the fence line, crashing right into this area which again, you don't want to go too far deep or too far short because you're going to be out of bounds. So
anywhere outside that fence is out of bounds. So we got a tight green, a tight tee shot, but a relatively short hole.
Very creative hole for the... Whoa!
And we just saw another Trevor Harbolt forehand.
Maybe he should be going to it more. I'm going to give him a call after this, talk to him about it. Love it. Reid throwing a Raptor.
Shocking.
Shocking. He's got great touch with it, though.
And that's a great shot.
Why not? It's 226 feet and he throws it like a putter. I love it. I wish I had that skill.
That would be a nice skill to have.
Right, yeah.
So Trevor's parked. Reid's inside 20.
Andrew's trying to skip it in there.
Just running the basket.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Why not?
Just went off the cage on 10. Why not try it again?
Yeah, you know your two other guys are inside 20 feet or so. You know it's going to be chopped up unless someone throws it in. So why not try to throw it in?
So Clint knows there's 3 park jobs. Let's see if he puts the ace bid in there. That is deep.
Oh, into the spectator parking.
That is deep and well out of bounds, Brian.
Yep. Reid with the tap in and a couple other tap ins. We'll give Trevor the airtime. Bam. Love to see it.
And another push. All right, so hole 12 is going to have 2 skins on it. 209 feet, par 3, brought to us by Tanglewood Winery. And it's a tight, short shot. The end is where it gets interesting. You got those guardian trees about 60 feet short of the pin. You've got a small left-hand gap. You've got a little bit bigger right-hand gap.
You've got 165 feet of air before smash.
Yes. It takes pinpoint accuracy to hit your line on this hole at the end of your shot. But this is a great angle to look at the hole the backwards way, and that's a perfect shot from Reid.
Yeah, he's going to be happy about that.
That's that small left-hand gap I was talking about, and he hits it pinpoint. Marwede goes for the same gap, and he's just short.
But bounces forward through the stuff. Going to leave him at circle's edge, roughly, probably. Great camera angle. I love to watch it from here. Ooh, and some bonus play towards the bucket.
So Clint shook it up, went the right-hand gap, and he hit it, so he'll have a putt as well.
Oh, yeah.
And a Trevor forehand with the breaker.
You're going to make that.
He gets a tough kick over toward the OB line. Hopefully he's safe. But I think Trevor's just messing with us, Brian.
Yeah.
We talked him up as a backhand dominant player, and I think he may, at this point, have thrown more forehands than backhands.
Yeah. It's fun to watch. He's got a great energy on the course. Really fun to play with.
No big deal for a Circle 2 mastermind.
Yeah, Marwede's just like, I got this, guys. You can go ahead and call it a push. Clint with a confidence booster right there. Love to see it.
Clint is heating up on the putting green.
All right, we're moving on to hole 13. This is sponsored by Nice Shot Disc Golf. It is 209 feet. It is a par 3. Oh, and it moves a little bit. So we start off. Some people approach it with a forehand flex. Some people approach it with a flat right-hand backhand. But what's interesting is all these little tiny trees that kick you every which way. And then, of course, a fun elevated basket at the end. This is a very creative shot. Very creative usage of the space. And I'm really excited to see how these guys attack it.
Looks a little early from Marwede.
Scoots up there. Don't think he'll be able to see the basket.
That's going to be
where he is.
obstructed.
Yeah.
For sure. Lining up a similar looking shot, it looks like.
Oh, stay clean. Oh. All right, Trevor and Reid are left to fend for that skin, or the couple skins, I should say.
The door is open.
Yeah.
Get a left kick.
Little overturned, but it pushes up there.
It's all going to be about whether he can see the bucket or not from there. With a step putt, he's got always got a chance. Reid? Asking for some help. Always good to ask for help. Don't be afraid, man.
I hope the help picked the correct disc.
That's not my department. Oh.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm OB.
Some less than stellar tee shots, to be completely honest.
209-foot hole, all challenges. Clint decides to try to roll one up into the circle.
He must have been quite pinched off there on the side after that early kick. Reid trying to find some semblance of a run.
A little bit of an air bounce attempt, hits that tree, and
this is what Andrew's looking at. Nothing.
yeah.
A lot of
lands
nothing.
inside the circle, though, I think.
So Trevor's got a chance to win the skins here.
All right. Andrew to leave some pressure for everyone else. What a great view of that elevated basket right there. Ooh!
Boom.
So smooth.
Marwede puts the pressure on Harbolt. He's got to hit this now to win the skins. Otherwise, yet another push. And he does.
Ooh, there we go. Some money in Trevor's pocket.
No, seriously, don't.
That was committed. That was dead center. He hit it at a nice height for the elevated pin. So on to hole 14 after Trevor cleans up. Shore Acres Disc Golf Course, the sponsor of this one. Another shorty, 199 feet, par 3. Basically a dead straight, semi-looking tunnel shot. We got a Mando on the right side that they're going to have to come left of. And Clint does it perfectly.
Clint's like, I got this, guys. Try to get inside.
That's
No bonus CTP on this hole. We got to get that one for next year. This is a great CTP hole. Love to see it. Not throwing the breaker. Thought he would go with the breaker off the tee. Get some backboard.
That backstop will keep him in putting range for sure. You have to think this is a hole where they're expecting a push, so an ace run is definitely on the table.
Yeah, there's definitely an advantage to this rotating tee pad. Like for now, Andrew's teeing last. Pretty sure that Clint and Reid are going to chop this up. So why not do maybe a little bonus run for the bucket?
Why
you know
not
what I mean?
have a go?
Never hurts to try.
And he's definitely trying.
Oh, well, much too much sauce on that one.
A little pulled right, but why not?
Good putt from Clint
Clint with a sarcastic fist pump.
as Andrew's walking right behind him.
Reid a little bit deeper than I thought he was. He's about 20, 25, but jump change for him.
Right.
Here's how far Marwede went. Well into hole 12's fairway.
Great layup.
They're talking a little trash to him.
Yeah. Reid for the push. Bing. That's a good push for the players, which takes us on to hole 15, which is going to be sponsored by Tanglewood Winery. This is a 290-foot par 3. Most of the players are going to follow the drone here with a right-hand backhand shot, trying to crash over this fence into the open basket area. Players that come up short are going to have to deal with some pretty tight woods. So it'll be interesting to see how the players attack this hole.
I don't want to kill anybody.
Yeah, but he hit him in a lamppost.
Oh, shit. They signed the waiver.
Looks like Harbolt is lining up the right-hand backhand like you talked about, but that looks a little early.
Very high. Yeah.
It did push up there a little bit.
Wow. That was some great play.
I'm shocked it made it that far, to be honest with you.
Yeah. He must have hit high up in the trees and fell right towards the bucket.
Now this is interesting. And it didn't work for him.
It's always good to try, though. Marwede going with a sky-high backhand. He's going to come up short. Him and Reid are hanging out over there.
Yeah, this is kind of a deceptive hole. You feel like you have to push it outright to spike it in, but the shape of the shot with the trees on the right kind of forces you to throw more of a soft hyzer lower at it and push forward.
Yeah, for you super ams out there like me, I threw a nuke, and I liked my shot. But I also throw 330.
And there's Clint parking the hole.
Right.
So that's how you're supposed to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like it's already forehand.
It really is.
Reid's looking in the air, waving it like he just doesn't care.
Little trick shot from Reid.
Doesn't quite get up there.
Didn't have a whole lot of options, though.
Marwede with the forehand rip at it. Why not?
He gave it a go. And that's how far Trevor got up. That's shocking to me.
I would have loved to see how that actually fell through the trees. Clint with push two. Bam.
Oh my god. Good putt, Clint.
Moving on to the crazy.
Couple skins on the line here. Hole 16, the island hole, only 137 feet. Brought to you by Cusack Music. And it's a short shot, but it's a tight green. And if you miss the island, you re-tee.
If you go for the bucket, you're probably going out of bounds.
So some decisions to be
Yep.
made here. And Reid misses the island.
That was for you.
That's hard to watch.
Yeah, it is definitely a mind over skill shot. Andrew going for the air. Woo!
And some ground action. He's close to the line, but he does stay in.
That's gonna be good.
So that opens the door for Clint to make a decision.
Oh!
Wow.
That fence will get
On
you.
you, Trevor.
He's going to want that one back. And
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to enjoy watching that on coverage.
No. A lot of pressure on Trevor now to even go for half the hole. Simple hyzer. Does it settle?
Oh, that pressure might have juiced him up a little bit. He is deep, Brian. And he's got a 25-footer directly behind the stump.
As someone that once landed right there, this is a tough putt.
It gave it a shot, but it didn't go in. And that means Andrew Marwede is...
Oh! I think he hit the ring on the bottom of chain assembly.
Andrew Marwede's going to win a skin on the 137-foot.
Not just one skin, but 3 skins.
Yikes.
That is crazy.
That's unpredictable right there. Would not have seen that coming.
Well, here we get a chance to see him open up on on hole 17, 444 feet, par 3. Once you clear the fence finally, it's still a little bit of a challenge once you get in there. A lot of little tiny trees, a lot of saplings. We're going to see some interesting shots here. I'm interested to see if we get some twos. I know that last year we had a 2, I believe. Maybe 2 twos.
Yeah, I believe we pushed the hole last year.
Yeah.
And these guys have the power to get there. It's just beating those trees on the entry to the green. That's turned over.
Yeah, I think Andrew thought we were going for the ace basket over there.
Yeah, he's not going to like that spot.
No.
Let's see what Clint's got for us.
Very smooth thrower.
Almost thinking he might go hyzer flip here.
Ooh, get out. Yeah.
Stays clean, pushes up.
All right. He
on-
got through the fence and through the first row of pines.
He's
So
on 18's tee pad, so that puts him about 80 feet from the pin or so, but it's going to be a tough angle on a putt.
a lot of vegetation.
Trevor ripping on what I assume to be a hurricane.
Settle. All right. Trevor's like, I see you, Clint. Let me come hang out with you.
And those guys are getting good distance on those poles, but 18's pad is not necessarily where you want to be for your putt. Reid with a low burner.
He scored a goal. And ends up in the same spot as the other guys.
So we got a little party on 18's pad before we even get there.
Yeah. Everyone's got a unique shot. Andrew's playing from the driveway.
He actually found a way.
Wow. Yup, that's settled.
Wow.
Yeah. Nice shot. Trevor's got a look. A little around the tree. See the pole right there. Settle. Ooh.
Another great bid. The forehand master, Trevor Harbolt, apparently.
Clint gets hung up by one of those little ones. Gets closer, though. Reid with a, I guess we can call it a look.
He's got a line.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this point, a 3 is guaranteed to push the hole, so he might as well run it. Wow.
And he does.
Great putt from Frescura there.
Yeah. Catches this $25 bonus and the $50 skin.
Let's look at the other angle here.
Ooh.
Great putt. Low ceiling.
Yep.
Had to bend it slightly. Really impressive. So $75 in his pocket, and he's on the board.
Yeah. No one's getting goosed out now.
That's what we like to see. We don't want to see any zeros on the board. All right, on to hole 18. Brought to us by Tanglewood Winery. 215-foot par 3, another elevated basket. We're going to see the guys throw high spike hyzers, put it way in the air, have it crash down. Those guardian pine trees in front of the pin, though, can present a problem if your spike hyzer comes up short.
Yeah.
Here's the first shot.
And that's pretty textbook.
That was great.
Yeah.
That's just how you would draw it
Yeah,
up.
that's exactly how you're supposed to do it. And ooh, a little bit deep on this one. I'll tell you from experience, you don't want to come up short and land in the first set of pine trees. Still don't know where that captain's raptor is. Reid with a turnover.
He bounces a little deep. He's about pin high,
Might
but
be able to get some backdoor action there.
are we going over the top as well?
Straight up and down.
Lost into the stratosphere. He's a little short.
Yeah.
And those are those pine trees we were talking about.
Well,
He gave it a bid.
yeah. From where he was, it's not an easy shot.
Trevor trying to find an angle. You can tell probably one or two of those pine trees are in his preferred line.
Yeah. He's working for it, though. And
Great
he
putt.
drops it in there.
Great putt.
I think Clint's there pretty close as well. Andrew. He's a man of nature.
Snuggling up with that pine tree.
Yeah, he's getting intimate with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing against the rules. Says you can't be there. Oh.
Great bid.
And there's Clint to force the push.
And a push here would send us to extra holes.
And we're going to overtime, folks. Love to see it.
We've got bonus disc golf for you. Unfortunately, only $50 on the line on these bonus holes, but we're back to hole 1. We'll see if anyone takes a different approach this time. Thanks again to Grip 6 for sponsoring hole 1. Appreciate you guys a lot. Do you think we'll see anybody try the left-hand line?
I was a little shocked that Reid didn't go left-hand line with a putter in the front 9, so I shouldn't really say anything because he had the CTP, so I guess he knows what he's doing.
Marwede got hung up first time around, makes the correction, and he's parked.
Yeah, somebody should signal everyone go for the ace. Oh, like you said, we might see something different.
Clint shakes it up, goes left-hand line.
A little deep.
But you can hear him talking there in the back. He's going for the ace.
Trevor's like, Andrew, I got you, bud. Let's pick him up, move on to the next one.
Trevor caught a little cabbage, but he fought through. He's parked.
The last chance for an ace.
Reid sticks to the right-hand side with that trusty Raptor. Gave it a bid.
I mean, that's just fun. I don't care who you are.
Now,
That's
the
just fun.
interesting thing here, Brian, about the bonus holes is that you have to push the hole to move on.
Oh.
So there is pressure here on Clint's putt, and that's a very impressive 35-footer from the edge of the circle,
Yeah.
and a couple of sticks in his back.
Yeah. So we know that Trevor and Clint are heading that way. We're going to make the assumption that Andrew is too.
All right, so they pushed.
Yeah, we're on to hole 2. Hole 2, 318 feet. It's par 3 if you're playing the course for strokes. You want to keep this as straight as you possibly can, maybe a little bit of flex. And then once you get past that last group of trees on your right, boom, there it is, just out in the open. So if you can get past that last little guardian pine on the right, or sneak inside of it if you're super sneaky, you'll be all right.
Clint had a great drive on this hole in round 1. Follows it up with a solid shot.
Should
on
be able to
round
see
2.
it for sure.
Please don't kill the camera guy.
We pushed this hole with what? Three birdies in round 1. Let's see if we can do that again. Trevor's early. And after a drive like that, he's got to be thinking he's in trouble of pushing the hole.
Yeah.
Assuming it pushes with a 3, he's still in trouble. Because par becomes very, very difficult if you go in early right.
Reid's following Trevor's vapors.
And he's gonna be in there a bit.
All right. Let's see what Mr. Marwede does. Ooh, a little bit of cabbage. Hung him up.
So nobody as parked as the first time around.
I think Clint might have the best view. Let's see as we get up there. Reid's going to his bag of tricks here. I always love to see when people make sure that their feet are in the right spot. It's just a simple check, but a great check. All right.
Good upshot from Reid.
Reid says, I'm parring. Can you par too?
So Reid is under the assumption that Andy and Trevor have no chance and that Clint has a very difficult putt, would be my guess, if he's not running that shot.
For sure.
Knowing he has to push the hole.
Can he see it? Ooh!
He could see it, and he gave it a bid.
Deep, yeah.
So this is a look for Clint.
For sure.
For $50.
And he's just a little bit short right. So now, who's going to the next hole? Trevor is.
A friendly fall from the edge of the basket. Drops him in.
Andrew is.
It's got to be Reid.
And. Oh, okay, there's Reid. So
it was Clint.
Clint tapped in. Oh, 4 going to hole 3 now.
I love it.
Oh, and hole 3. Here it is. Here's going to be the separator right here. This is a 335-foot par 3. The fence you see coming up in the view is out of bounds, so you can't push deep. But you got to push far, because that turn late with this guardian pine tree here, and then pushing as close as you can. During round 1, we saw Trevor get pretty close, but this is definitely a challenging hole. Let's see if anybody changes up their shot.
Trevor won the first skins of the event on this hole in round 1. And that is caught up early.
Yep. Reid going back to the roller. I think it's a great play here.
So a player of his caliber is definitely confident that he knows what he did wrong and believes he can fix it here the second time around. It's like a better angle.
Uh-oh. Got that fence.
And that is
not going to come back.
In a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
That essentially ends Reid's day, I would think.
He brought some excitement today, though. Only one to throw a grenade. Ooh.
Stockheiser from Marwede gets
some
the
ground
skip.
Play.
Circle 2.
Yep. That's all the man needs is a chance.
Circle 2 for the number 3 Circle 2 putter on tour.
Yeah. All right. Now Clint was a little bit behind Trevor in round 1 on this hole. I think he got it figured out. Oh, he did get it figured
It's
out.
basically identical to
Yep.
his first round shot, so he'll have a little redemption putt. Maybe even for a skin.
Maybe not quite there enough for Trevor.
This is for 3 for Reid.
Hoping that everyone misses and he makes. He's going in the barn though. Mr. Marwede. Oh, off the top. Now, can Clint win his first official skin in overtime? Love to see this type of action.
Pressure putt here for Calvin.
Oh, he's got it.
I love it.
Rings it up. Took a few extra holes, but he got a skin.
He deserved it too because he threw some good shots today.
Yeah, that bounce out on 7 in the front 9 was tough.
So let's look at the final totals. Clint with that final skin gets to 75. Marwede cleaned up at 525. Trevor had a good day at 300, and Reid won hole 17 to get him to $75 with that CTP on that hole as well. So everybody cashes out. Everybody leaves with some money in their pocket. That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
And we appreciate all 4 of them coming out, obviously. Andrew, Clint, Reid, Trevor, thanks so much for being here. Also want to thank the Arvidsson family, Beach Place, you, Brian, CircleONE, Cusack Music, Danny Bast, Erg Energy Bars, First Reformed Church, Fisher Disc Golf, Greg Christie, Grip 6 Belts, Israel's Home Services, Jacob Arvidsson, myself, Jarvie Media, Leprechaun Hollows, Nice Shot Disc Golf, Off the Grid, Shore Acres Disc Golf Club, Tanglewood Winery, Ted Lockett, and the rest of them.
TNT Roofing, I caught it.
And Trent Vanderkyle's on there as well.
Hey.
Thanks for doing the drone coverage, my man.
Thanks again for having me. It was an honor. Remember to like and subscribe, everyone.
So we've got one more giveaway before you leave. Giveaway number 2 is going to have this custom Skins Match event hat. We've got the logo, Skins Match 2, presented by CircleONE Disc Golf. So this hat, snapback in and of itself, gorgeous material
So fresh.
here.
So fresh.
Looking crispy on the course, but we made it better because we had each of our 4 contestants sign it for you. Clint, Andrew, Reid, and Trevor.
And they didn't take the sticker off, so they're cool.
Exactly.
All right.
So you can still look fresh and have these signatures of some top pros while rocking this awesome event on your head. So in order to win this hat here, we need you to comment below. You just watched some of the best players in the world take their best shot at Leprechaun Hollow, so we're wondering, after seeing them throw each hole, which hole would you play differently and why? We saw a couple shots. Clint stands out on the island, hole 16.
Yep.
I wouldn't recommend throwing that shot if I were you.
Yeah, Reid with the backhand on that also.
Exactly.
Yep.
So something like that, that's what we're looking for. Which hole would you play differently and why? So comment below. Like and subscribe like Brian said. We appreciate you guys watching. And don't forget to tune in next year for edition number 3 of the Skins Match at Leprechaun Hollows.
I'm excited.
Thanks, guys.